Guys, BG coming live from the White House. Sorry we couldn't get too much closer, but as you can imagine, a good bit of security. Going to give a quick shout out to the new Mrs. Gossip for filming this. She's new and undefeated, so thank you to her for disturbing our little break with a bit of boxing. Just a quick one on last night. Still catching up with a lot of what went on. Managed to see Ohara, Davies and Derek Chisora this morning. Brief thoughts on Ohara Davies. Yeah, he's back. Looked good. Did we learn anything from it? Probably not. We know he's got quite a lot of power. He was in against an overmatched opponent. Looking at it, and I watched it just on my mobile phone screen this morning, he kind of looked like someone who was still doing the same thing he was doing in the Taylor fight. Footwork was still nowhere to be seen. He seemed to be loading up on his punches. There wasn't really too much versatility and variety there. So yeah, we know he's quite a destructive fighter at English title, British title level. We know he's the kind of guy who can hurt opponents and stop them quite quickly. When he's got to go up in levels, when he's got to box a bit, still some question marks to be answered for me. I will say, I actually thought the referee should stop the fight in the first round. I thought the opponent, Farrell, was badly hurt from round one, and I would have stopped the fight then and there. It was quite brutal. That's the kind of fight that's going to take years off his career, and obviously there's a bit of a health risk. So I'm sorry I'm not the first one to be saying this, but didn't like to see that at all. The only other one I watched, as you guys know, I'm a big fan of the heavyweights, was Chisora. Chisora never looks good in these kind of fights, you know, in his comeback. Derek Chisora at this stage of his career, we kind of got to accept he's never going to learn from his mistakes. You know, he came in massively heavy. I think he was 18.5 stone. He's still throwing these winging overhand, left hand, right hand hooks from the back of the ring. Clearly hasn't learned anything, you know, in terms of the fact that he never lands those punches and they're just wild and inaccurate. His jab was on point, bit of head movement, but really it was what it was, and we've got the same old Derek Chisora again. He was looking to make a big statement on his matchroom debut. He didn't exactly do that. The fight in Monaco will be a big test when he fights for the European title. Let's see if he looks any better then. Hopefully he'll come in a bit lighter, because as we've always seen through Chisora's career, the lighter he comes in, the better. That's it, guys. Going to keep this short for obvious reasons. I'm out. Thanks for tuning in.